Back to Matt Patrick.
KTRH News Time is 5:16, and joining us this morning is Texas Congressman Pete Sessions. He's the chairman of the National Republican Congressional Committee. And Congressman Sessions' huntsman dropping out, endorsing Romney. Governor Perry says that South Carolina is his Alamo. Do you agree with that?
Early on, Governor Perry spent a good bit of time and built a lot of support in South Carolina that was based upon really expectations of performance. They like a lot about the model of Texas, growing jobs, being close to employers, good competitive education processing and methodology. And this was what I think I and a lot of people thought the governor would be very good at selling, the Texas model for the entire country. Things have been a little rocky. The campaign and performances have not done as well. I think we're going to have to see. But the momentum that Governor Romney is picking up obviously will coincide with that. So Alamo, I don't know. What I do know is that we're closer in the Republican nomination process to have a nominee, and I will look forward to South Carolina and Florida, and us getting our one person who will then match up against the president on this free enterprise and jobs creation issue.
Let me ask you this. Obviously, it appears that Governor Romney will be the eventual GOP nominee. We recall back 4 years ago with John McCain, there were so many conservative Republicans that felt that McCain was not conservative enough, and they stayed home. And Barack Obama is now the president of the United States. Chairman, there's a lot of people that say the same thing about Governor Romney, that he is not conservative enough. Is there any concern, if he becomes the GOP nominee, which it appears that he will, that many conservative Republicans will do the same thing they did back in 2008 and stay home?
I think that the track record now that we've seen, that we now know what this change meant by President Obama, as we've seen his agenda roll out, his assault on employers, his ability to stay after a message of taxation, high taxation, and what has become an assault on energy and the free enterprise system, leads every Republican to know that we absolutely must change the direction of the country. And I think Governor Romney said it best. He said, President Obama openly says, boy, things could be much, much worse. And Governor Romney's answer to that is things must get a lot better. And the direction of the country and what kind of country we're going to have, and whether we face bankruptcy for our future or a brighter opportunity for our children, is what this election is about. Anybody that stays home that's a conservative, a Republican, a libertarian, and not vote just because their person is not on the ballot is a bad excuse. I don't expect that to happen.
Well, it sure sounds like the chairman is behind Governor Romney. All right, we take a break. Coming back, we ask the chairman of the National Republican Congressional Committee, Congressman Pete Sessions, about the infighting in the party and how that might affect voters and whether or not they stay home.
Your Houston Morning News with Matt Patrick continues.
KTRH News Time is 5:22. We're talking with National Republican Congressional Committee Chairman, Congressman from Texas, Pete Sessions. And Congressman, are the Republicans hurting themselves by going after Romney's Bain record?
I think anytime we're aiming our fire internally as opposed to where the real problems are, the President of the United States, the President's policies, this administration, and Democrat policies in general, to tax this country and for its assault on employers, I think we're making a mistake.
Congressman, I must ask you this. I know that the pool is set, so to speak, with the sixth candidate. Is there any chance that someone we don't expect could jump into this race between now and in the next couple of months?
Very unlikely, because the process to get on ballots in those states, which is how you get delegates, is already set. And no one, unless it's a brokered convention, and that I do not expect. I believe that somebody, probably Mitt Romney, is on the board already, will run the tables, and will secure the delegates, his delegates in all the states that would put him over.
Reagan's 11th commandment, thou shalt not say anything bad about other Republicans.
We need to remember what the effort is all about. It's about sharing of ideas, placing forth in the voters' minds and the American public's minds what our party stands for, and we stand for the ability to work with each other, share ideas, complement each other when we can, and compare and contrast when we can. Attacks, in my opinion, are baseless. They do not fit, and it's not in the overall good nature of our party, nor will it be seen that way. That's why we want to get to the nominee rather quickly.
But let's be honest. I mean, the Republican Party, conservatives, we are a group of individuals, men and women, that believe in free enterprise. I believe Romney will be attacked certainly by the Obama campaign on this very issue. Does he have problems with what he did when he was with Bain? Is this something that he is going to have to address and take head on? Can we keep kind of avoiding the topic by saying, well, that's capitalism, that's free enterprise? I mean, is this going to be a problem for him?
President Obama is going to attack Governor Romney at every single point and angle, whether he made money, how they ran their operations, and what role he played as CEO. The bottom line is Mitt Romney is a very accomplished man who has done great things individually and collectively as the head of a team. He proved that with the Olympics. Barack Obama nor Democrats can get anywhere near that. They are attacking the American dream, and it's obvious that the president does not like people who are highly successful. And this is why you see the Occupy Wall Street, the attack on the 1%. If we cannot have people be like Bill Gates, Michael Dell, Ross Perot, if we cannot have successful people and use them as a model, then this country is in trouble. And I think the country sees this for what it is, class warfare, and a desperate man who wants to win re-election.
And we thank the National Republican Congressional Committee Chairman, Congressman Pete Sessions, for joining us here this morning.